there was the Fatimid Empire in Egypt, you know, the ones that founded Cairo. The Fatimid Empire were a sect of Islam called Ismailis, right? All of us India, Pakistanis, we know what the Ismailis are. The main ones, the Aga Khanis and the Buhra. So the Fatimids, the other Sunni ulama, including Imam al-Ghazali, and many scholars of the time, they all declared the Fatimids, I'm just saying historically, they declared them to be non-Muslim. Okay, I'm just giving you historical fact. They said these are Kafir dynasty. In the year 317 Hijrah, there were many different schisms and groups, many different sects and ideologies. And one of the most fanatical sects, one of the most extreme, right-wing, you know, literally like killing and murdering and mayhem, it was a breakaway of Ismaili Islam that called themselves the Qarmatians, the Qarmatians in English, the Qarmatians. Now, Ismailism is one of the branches of Shi'ism, and in our times, all of you are aware, you have the Nizari, Aga Khani. The Qarmatians were the most extreme of the Ismailis, the most extreme. And they didn't follow the Sharia, they didn't pray 5 times a day, they had really bizarre theology, and they started fighting the Abbasids. And the Abbasids were weak. This is now, you know, 317 Hijrah. The Abbasids are a complete disaster at this stage. So the Qarmatians take over much of the Abbasid Empire. They surround Kufa. They were about to take over Kufa. They attempted to attack Baghdad, and they succeeded in attacking Mecca. In the year 317, they launched a surprise attack on Mecca itself. And during Hajj, this is one of the saddest times of our Islamic history, early Islamic history. During Hajj, they killed 20,000 Hujjaj. They massacred the Hajj of that year, killed them. It is said blood was flowing in the Haram. Astaghfirullah, they filled the bi'r of Zamzam with dead bodies. You could not drink Zamzam for months after this. They filled the well of Zamzam with dead bodies. Their leader uttered kufri statements on top of the Kaaba. I don't want to repeat them. You can look up books of histories. Vulgar kufri statements. And he commanded the Hajr-e-Aswad be taken out. They attempted to remove it, but Harun al-Rashid had placed it so solidly, they could not remove the metal. They couldn't remove the silver. So they began hitting the Hajr-e-Aswad with an axe. And they caused the Hajr to crumble. And they then took the Hajr in a bag, crumbled now, pebbles. And they went to their land far away, Qatif, Ahsa, you know, in that region. And they built, I'm sorry to tell you this, this is history. They built another Kaaba over there. And they put the Hajr over there. And they demanded the people do tawaf of that Kaaba. And the people refused, their own people in that region. So they fought their own people and killed another few thousand of their own people. For 22 years, there was no Hajr-e-Aswad in Mecca. For 22 years, the Hajr-e-Aswad was in Qatif. And by the way, to this day, that region, and some say that actual structure they built, it is still present to this day. Some say, I have people that have gone there, acquaintances of mine, they have said they have seen it, wallahu a'lam. But for sure the region is still there, the land is still there. And for 22 years, the Abbasid Khalifa attempted to get it back, but their empire was too strong. They fought them back. The Abbasid Khalifa said, give me a price and I'll get it back. They refused. 50,000, 100,000 gold coins, like, you know, $10 million. They refused. They did not want to give it. And they made some type of treaty. You know, the details are a bit vague. But the Qarmatians, then it is said that, you know, in the main mosque of Kufa, a bag was thrown in and said, this is the Hajr-e-Aswad. And so the pebbles were there. And so it was then brought back to the Haram in Mecca.